이리리리 하는 난 아유 아유 이리리리 하는 난 아유 아유
Year 11. We're over the mountainous 10 years the Federation of Bounty Hunters has accomplished, and we've come to the end of 11 years. This past year has seen a lot of revamping and foundation building for the new and upcoming divisions. Such things have turned out unexpectedly, save one: our continued existence. It is to you, to all of us, that such an expectation can be fulfilled. As surely as the lion will roar, we will always endure. As we look to a new year of illustrious hopes, let us now take a look at the past year, year 11, where many hunters stepped forward and showed their quality. It is to them that I dedicate the following ceremony, the 11th anniversary of the Federation of Bounty Hunters. Whether you are one of those honored here in name today, or a new hunter looking at those receiving one of our highest honors, we can all share in this tapestry of tenacity, this mosaic of magnificence, our clan, the Federation. The year that passed saw the elimination of seeds we did not need, and the nurturing of those that have continued to blossom as our finest members. It is a distinct pleasure to, every year, see new blood on this grand celebration. That's yet another jewel in the crown of the Federation, our continuation through you. There are new divisions, new organizations since the last time we convened on this great day in the Federation's history. We have finally found a new platform from which to launch our next campaign into the Star Wars universe. The Federation is far more secure, of stronger metal, with the creation of the Federation Security Council. As each month passes, we become stronger and stronger, as we once were many years ago. That seems to be the eternal prose, the unchained lyre from which the legends and songs of our clan are composed. As your fleet commander, commanding such a diverse and honorable cadre of women and men has become quite natural to me. While I know you are all aware of the long hours I conjure amidst my busy and avid personal life, we fit together well enough that the suit of armor fits just right, the sword upon my hip not too heavy, the helm upon my head not the least bit stifling. My vision is clear. In many ways, this last year has gone so smoothly in the command arena that I feel rejuvenated as a hunter myself. For that, I can only thank the integrity and honor of the commanders, the loyalty of the hunters. I have said it in the past, and I shall say it once more today. We represent perfection. You are commanded by one that holds the respect and loyalty of women and men that I hope you will all take water and break bread with. I have no patience for dishonor, no time for insolence, but I have always had time for each and every one of you. Take a moment to reflect humbly on that. Realize for a moment how great that makes you, hunters. With all I have in life, with my physical and intellectual assets, my activities galore, I choose to spend some of my time with you. That's because of what each and every one of you has to offer. Some small joke, a song to be shared perhaps, speaking of your dreams and aspirations, offering a shoulder to another hunter. Sometimes I stop and see that, and it reminds me what an honor it is to be one of you, to serve alongside this group of friends. Every warrior must stop and admire small flowers in the field, birds singing sweet hymns that float upon summer breeze. See the sunlight for its warmth, not its brightness. Feel the wind for its fresh air, not its force. See the Federation for her hunters. I oftentimes take a moment to inhale the sweet scent that it is your success, your contributions to this growing tapestry, still being sewn on the loom of our history. What a charming sound the future makes as I raise my cup to drink our fate. Meanwhile, I've caught me smiling. It is time. The service veterans of the Federation have waited long enough to be given what is rightfully theirs. This is the part I really like, the part that transcends any dogfight. This is the honor that upholds the weight of being in command. Commodore Darkdreams, I sincerely hope you're out there listening to this somewhere. Knowing your mental resilience, I've no doubt you are alive and well, but I do hope you will find your way back to us here this year. Your presence is, after all, a soothing touch on my memories of the glorious past we Galaxy and Phantom pilots were a part of. The more I see divisions evolve, the more I realize just how incredibly skilled we are. Someone like you, as I've come to find out, comes about once in a very long time, but I'm not so glum as to believe it will be a lifetime. You will never be replaced, but I'm sure someone will come along to keep your spot on the hangar deck warm. You'd be proud of the versatility that Federation pilots continue to show. They storm battlegrounds and rake skies. You've oftentimes drawn inspiration from our talks, and perhaps you can write a poem of such things. Your pen, black in ink and bright with imagination, has wrought many great ballads. As with each year, I get to revel in memory and realization that I, alone with so few others, had the honor of flying with you. I've only had one wingman like you since we last flew. She's wild. Wild ride. I wonder if anyone can grasp just how devastating you were to the other side. 111 MGLT, 1.83 out, quad fire set to zero convergence, the snap, the shot, the blaring explosion. The ensuing wingmate, the encountering duo, maneuvering into place, you draw him out, I fade into the starry black backdrop, another twinkling light, and the tapestry of millions inconsequential. He's on you, the moment, truth. And then that one little star burns, just a little more brightly. Click. Blackness once more. Two stars leave together no sooner than they had arrived. That is you. That is us. Oh yes, Dee Dee, I've been up enough to bring in a couple thousand, and here I toss a few to you. Maybe the taste will whet your appetite. But I've something else for you as well. You will be the first, as it always seems, to bear the honor of being the first of the eldest. I present to you the newly christened Almoravid Service Medallion. I know you'll wear it well. Commander Darkangel, D seems to be the most common letter of the Federation alphabet when it comes to call signs for the Old Guard, the Federation's finest. That is something you were certainly once a part of, and you will always continue to be honored as such. While you have been quiet of late, I have hopes you will one day make your way back to your spot on the hangar deck. Your fighter is waiting. I keep her polished myself. At the end of 11 years, I am proud to present to you the Almoravid Service Medallion. Lieutenant Sharon, without a doubt, one of my favorite duties, perhaps even my favorite, is to recognize you each year. I'd get that pleasure more often if I could recognize you each month, but the time will come. I'm sure of it. Right now, you're no doubt studying hard. It seems like each year I recognize you for the same thing. Womanhood and your infectious impact on me. Sometimes the greatest achievements we have in life, or the greatest impacts on others, go unsung, which is why each year I shall remind old and new alike what a place you have in my life and in our history. I'm glad we've gotten a few more chances to talk this year. It reminds me of those times we would stay up until 3 in the morning or later when we were teenagers, not so long ago. And now we have one more thing in common, it seems, literature. For your comics, I wish all the best. Perhaps our literary looms will one day cross fibers and weave something truly unique. As the fellow bearer of the Belt of Honor, I feel only tied to you more deeply. Those who have not been recognized with it cannot understand what it truly means to achieve the Federation's highest honor. Sometimes I wonder even if you do, but alas, such material things cannot do justice to the spiritual ones. My lady, you have aged 11 years since our founding, and even more since we first met. Doesn't sound very good when I put it that way, does it? Before you protest, allow me to present to you the Almoravid Service Medallion. I know you like blue, so I had a hunter design it to meet your trendy needs. And rubies come once you get a little older. Well, young-ish. Vice Admiral Haplo Magic Sang Drax. Does the magic come before or after the Sang? I'm going to remind you how long that name is, though mine, I suppose, comes close. And this year, it's Vice Admiral, isn't it? I take a step back once in a while and recall the days I had a Vice Admiral once before. One Vice Admiral Tibor. What on earth ever happened to him, perhaps we shall never know. I, for one, am glad to see that kind of dedication and selflessness has not died out in the Federation. You are among the most honorable, selfless, kind-hearted, and charitable men I have ever known. There is something about you that sees something worthwhile, something constructive, and says, yes, I want to give to that. You get a silent fulfillment out of helping others, and that is what makes you most virtuous. While some may sing their own songs of glory and servitude, you jovially keep it to yourself, and live each moment as you should, fully. A martial man, a venerable man, an honorable man, a man who gives, a man who takes only that which is given to him willingly, a man who gives even away his car to immigrants in need. Your humor and ridiculousness combined give you a warm glow to the razor's edge of your honor and dedication to what means something to you in life. Now you and I have moved on to something which has been a long time coming with you and I, something artistic, powerfully enigmatic, artistically empowered, archaic arts. What an honor for us both, is it not? How challenging, how rewarding. This is going to be a great ride, Drax. I'm glad that I've got you with me. It's amazing to me how skilled you are in the realm of web design, both innovative and inspiring. I know you'll be key to our success. For the Federation, we're the finest ship in the galaxy, thanks to your design engineering. As a warrior, I salute you, my brother. Gebroeders Reiche. With that, I present to you the Service Cross with Black Sword for 7 years of venerable service to the Federation of Bounty Hunters. Commander Seraph Maniac Weir. As with last year, I am still grateful you've gone back to a proper blonde name. For you are just that, my friend, a blonde man flying his fighter through the skies of oblivion, taking pictures of unusual things that take place out of the back of cargo ships. That's a picture for some day, that Federation reunion, most certainly. And I know you're off doing great things, as can be expected from an even greater man. You are truly a great mark on the history pages of the Federation, both for things past and recent. It's unfortunate that you've been absent this past year, but service comes not only in what a person can do, but in heart. It is for that you are recognized today. And it is for all that and more I am proud to present to you the Service Cross with Black Sword. Congratulations, my friend. I'll catch you on the next track. Rear Admiral Brido. How goes that bar this time of year, when it is always the same as it was? Does the beer taste better before or after the first hour, I wonder? I was so glad to hear that your wife had come through her difficult times. It was probably knowing she has to keep you in line that did it. God knows I never want to leave you alone. Well, I've come to at last, and figuring out how weird and wording I was going to say, and our speech is difficult enough. It's become something of a tradition round here to speak good old Scottish lingo, and you can thank good old Ferret for that. You've done a lot for the clan, Brido. Just training me was enough in the first place, and you're really setting the groundwork for my further success. Thank you kindly. And so, at the end of 6 years of service, I have the distinct pleasure of presenting you your Service Cross. Well done, Admiral Brido. Captain Tumbleweed. Along with the great Brido, another great Scot represents the core of the Federation Foundation. That foundation is set not only in the many hours the two of you have spent honing skills in me necessary to lead this clan as one of its elite, but for your part, also that which makes a great leader. I seem to come from a long line of great leaders, from my Ross blood that stands with William Wallace and later Isaac the Bruce, to Captain John Smith who founded Jamestown, to great Berbers and lineage that has long withstood the sands of time. My success, aspirations, and drive in life are most easily attributed to my direct lineage, my mother, and in you. It is truly a great honor to be the tie of two great influences and minds. As each month and year in turn passes, I find myself with more and more fond memories. I hope that others can begin to have such a relationship with their parents as I. And now in FBH, your name alone speaks volumes and creed. For those that deign to get out of line, some more in particular than others, the mention of what Tumbleweed would say if he got wind of this seems to do enough. And in that vein, the Federation continues to be run with due standard in the classic family way. This year, it seems even more refreshed and vibrant than last. For those witnessing this ceremony today, give a bit of extra thanks to Tumbleweed for his contributions to me, his son. With that said, you have come to the end of 6 years of service to the Federation. Example is everything, and you are now setting that with the milestone Service Cross. Congratulations, Father.